A funny thing's happened in the last 2.5 weeks. The sun feels like it's shining brighter, the air tastes crisper, and people are breathing a little easier. Well, that's thanks to the end of most of the mask mandates, but we'll get to that in a minute. So, what's changed in the last 17 days or so that has had such a profound impact on our country? Oh, that's right. We launched Jesse Watters Primetime.
Coincidence? I think not.
Come on, you know you want to admit it. Your life has been better in the age of primetime. The weather's getting warmer. You're welcome. The Dow Jones is up over 1,000 points. You can thank me later. And we retired Tom Brady. Now everybody else's team has a shot. Since our show is kicked off, we've had a pretty good run. And thanks to you, ratings have been really strong. Over 3 million viewers are watching every night. Vanna White's still beating us, but she had a head start. Primetime is the number 3 show in cable news. Only Tucker and The Five are ahead. So I'm losing to myself, which I'm okay with, I think, for now. We aren't going to sit by as Pelosi's family trades stocks and gets rich. Amassing over $300 million in assets while serving in Congress isn't serving. It's swindling. We're blowing this up, and Congress has started to listen. Looks like Liz Warren watches Primetime.
This is the Senate's first bipartisan bill on ending stock ownership and trading among members of Congress. The American people have a right to know that when lawmakers are making decisions, it's about the best interests of the American people, not about the lawmakers' own personal financial interests. This bill is sharp and clean. It says no ownership, no trading for members or their spouses.
It took us less than 3 weeks to get Pocahontas on our side. Maybe the squad's next. And speaking of the squad, have you noticed Twitter is a little less annoying lately? Yep, that one's on us too. We crossed into AOC's congressional district to see what her constituents really thought of her. Let's just say we didn't find a lot of fans. Now AOC's ditched Twitter, saving us all from more videos like this.
If waking up in the morning and doing your makeup gives you life, then that is amazing and you should do it.
And she isn't the only New Yorker whose sensibilities we've awoken. We called out the Big Apple's surging crime and retail theft, and now even Al Sharpton is following our lead.
You go to a local pharmacy, Duane Reade or Rite Aid, any of them, and you've got to get someone to help assist you. I mean, they have the little button there. Yep. You hit the buzzer, and the guy comes over and unlocks your toothpaste. Yes. I mean, we cannot have a culture where people are just at random, just robbing and stealing, and is out of control.
We can't have an America where we have to unlock our toothpaste at Duane Reade. And that's only the beginning, guys. On Friday, we brought you the story of a brave group of high school students who stood up to the mask bullies.
And we're all walking into the school with no mask on. You can get me in trouble, they can suspend me, I don't care. We're done with this. And obviously all of you are too. We want this to be a peaceful, respectful movement. We are just trying to gain back our rights as citizens. If a staff member asks you to put a mask on, you say no thank you and keep walking. And if they kick you out, then go home.
And by Monday morning, their message moved across the country about as fast as Democrats play the race card. Coincidence? I think not. We just want these students to have their lives back, like these kids in Israel when they learned the mask mandate was over. Watch.
שמהיום לא צריך מסכות גם בכיתות.
That's the raw emotion and pure joy of knowing your life is going back to normal. They can finally see their friends' faces and their smiles. That's all we're asking for here in America. And like I said earlier, we're winning. Democrat-run states, Pennsylvania, Delaware, New Jersey, Massachusetts, Oregon, Rhode Island, and even Connecticut have all gotten smart and are ending their school mask mandates. Or they got some bad polling numbers. But we have a problem. Democrats actually want credit for crushing the virus and lifting mandates. You don't believe me? I know, it's preposterous. But here's Congressman Hakeem Jeffries thanking Joe Biden.
Under President Biden's leadership, a public health infrastructure was put into place to ensure that we can do everything possible to crush the virus. And that is what has been happening.
So Democrats commit crimes against humanity, and now they want credit for stopping the crimes? Well, how nice of them. They're not going to get away with it. Biden's average approval has officially fallen into the 30s, which as a Democrat with the full support of the media is very hard to do. You're welcome for that one too, America. So in less than 3 weeks, look at all the things that we've been able to accomplish. And we're only getting started. We have a lot more work to do. So keep hounding your Congress members and just to tell them to do something about the border, first of all. Refuse to stay quiet when your school board looks to push CRT on you and your kids. And don't listen when the left-wing media says you're wrong. We all know they really have no clue what's going on. We live in the era of prime time now. Ride with prime time. And keep texting and emailing and speaking out because we're listening. And this is only the beginning.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.